It's Week 12 of the National Football League, and the spotlight falls on Bryce Hall. He's now up to 31 stops this season after his last game. It's the Barons and the Jags under the lights on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Brooklyn Barons. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Jaguars in this matchup, you figure they've got to be looking forward to this one. They've got a clear advantage on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and they totally understand it, not just by running the numbers, but those numbers do play into it because you've got one of the better passing offenses in the league, a top 10 unit, going up against one of the poor defenses in the league. So I think we're going to see these guys take some shots downfield. But right from the start, I expect them to attack and get right after them.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Going to the air right away, Lawrence. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop it.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there in the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Well, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. Now, it's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early 2nd down and long. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. That's caught. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, out ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Lawrence to Chenault for a Jaguar first.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Etienne up the middle. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. They'll run with Etienne. And trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, it's Zach Wilson.
And what a performance in his last game. A couple of touchdown passes, that was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
On first down, Wilson got his man complete over the middle. That's more. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 1 rushing touchdown, yes, but look at the rushing yards. He was up near 200.
The one phrase I'd use to describe that performance, he carved up that defense.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Now it's Wilson. That pass complete to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a pickup of 6. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Being chased out left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Catch made. It's Moreau. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. On second down, a run with ETN. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. On third down, Lawrence. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And incomplete on the deep ball. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference. That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Wilson. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. To throw again is Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Wilson. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Wilson. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Now Wilson on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. On the delay, here's Hunt. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They run again with Hunt. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, it's Brooklyn in possession. So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive. Here's Wilson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Elijah Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Barons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. That's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Lawrence on third down. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Lawrence working the middle here. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. The Jaguars on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. All eyes on Zach Wilson leading his team back out for this next drive. Last drive, surgeon-like, dare I say, 7 for 7. That'll help your QB rating.
It will indeed, won't it? Can you figure out QB rating? Can you do it? Can you do the formula?
No, I just know the higher the number, the better.
Yeah, that's what I've been told,
That's what
too.
I know.
I know that in the NFL, 158.3 is the number they're all trying to get to. I think he was that on that last drive. As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Wilson. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the 1st down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
A carry here for Hunt. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. On 2nd and 9. Wilson. He finds his man. Complete. It's Wilson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. They run right side with Hunt. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
He was tackled at the 26-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. Yeah, this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Quick slant caught by Kirk. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
He finds his man, complete. That's Norris.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Complete to number 6. A gain of 6.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. And he'll find Moreau here. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive 1st down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Throw left side, going to be caught by Chenault.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
A handoff for Etienne.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
On first down, right back to Etienne.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's going the other way. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Wilson to throw. Flushed out right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And now out come the Jags.
Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board. And that's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Lawrence will throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall.
And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They'll have good field position at midfield following the turnover as they start with a 1st down here.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Throwing again on second down. Lawrence. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
Now Lawrence to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Taken in at the 22. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw again on second down. Wilson got his man complete over the middle. That's Wilson. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. To throw is Wilson.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
The Jaguars ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, where you see the final score there. Deshaun Watson, strong in the victory, as it pushes his guys back above the 500 mark on the year. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Houston Texans. The Bucs take another big step towards playing January football as they improve their record to 8-4 with the W. And one more to highlight, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Kansas City Chiefs and the LA Chargers. We continue on with a check of the next-gen stats in that first half
for the Jags. And despite the fact that they're looking up at a double-digit deficit at halftime, they were able to move the football through the air in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, on the other side, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. That one is caught by Hunt. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the counter, Hunt. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now it's Wilson. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now Wilson. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
Hunt will try going up the middle, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Wilson. That pass complete to Moore. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Jags will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities. And this is a good one right in front of them.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he'll get this up only to about the 22. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Here's Wilson.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. So they bring out their punter as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Fielded at the 20. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here.
And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Now Lawrence. He'll drop that underneath to ETN.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Again, it's Lawrence. Over the middle, he's got Chenault. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
ETN up the middle.
Oh, look at the juke. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
On 2nd down, ETN once more.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
4 yards to pick up, 1st down. Lawrence. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence.
Picked off by DJ Reed. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having, because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps, to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. On 2nd and 9, Wilson, and finding the tight end Hooper. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He finds his man complete. It's Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
Handoff up the middle, Hunt. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Eight yards to go on 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. A give right side now to Hunt. Down to about the 37. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Now it's Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. On 2nd and 1, Wilson. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
They'll run with Hunt. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line.
A 9-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. As it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. On 2nd and goal, Wilson, and it's caught. Touchdown. Elijah Moore with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Barons are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. So that one a 13-play drive in total.
And it was finished off by Elijah Moore on the touchdown reception.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Lawrence. Throw left side, going to be caught by Chenault.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
He finds his man, complete. That's Norris. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down at just a couple.
Draw play, ETN.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Out to the left. That's where the tight end Moreau is. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Here's Lawrence to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Second and 8 coming up. Lawrence will throw.
Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. 1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Lawrence going to throw again.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Bryce Hall.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the 2nd one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air is going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete.
I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he fields it cleanly. Called out a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Now Lawrence.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk.
And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
ETN bringing in another one.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Offside. Defense.
So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
On 1st down, Lawrence.
And completes it to Kirk over the middle.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
From the 41, Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. It's Norris.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Travis Etienne with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. The extra point by Bass, up and good.
And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson.
He'll get this one underneath to Hunt.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. third down. Wilson. Hard throw, incomplete. And on now is the punter as he's on to kick it away.
It's now 4th down.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now Lawrence to throw. Screenplay. Here's ETN. And he won't get close. Only a yard. 4th and 3.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You've got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Again, it's Lawrence. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here we go on 4th down. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. It's Norris. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence to the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. Lawrence on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Turner. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. But to throw again is Lawrence. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And he wisely will throw that one away. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Lawrence. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. I think
think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. They run again with Hunt. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. A carry here for Hunt, and he is going to lose yardage here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they'll send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars down by 2 touchdowns. Less than 90 seconds to go. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jaguars are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Lawrence. He'll find ETN out of the backfield. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again, Lawrence. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Bryce Hall. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be 1 kneel and then handshakes. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the home team here, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week
for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.